Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Aira Big Event for Global Accessibility Awareness Day 2021. I'm Janine Stanley. I am the Director of Customer Communications here at Aira. And with me today, I have our Product Manager, Ryan Bishop. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, everyone.
And we are on a multitude of platforms today. And with us for this very special announcement is our CEO, Mr. Troy Attilio. Good morning, Troy.
Absolutely. It's a great morning, and I can't wait to get into our discussion.
Awesome. Well, I am going to turn this over to Ryan and Troy for our big announcement and discussion. Here we go.
First, I want to welcome everybody. This is the first time I think that we've been on, what is it, like 4 live places at once. So just
4 or 5 of them. Pretty awesome.
Everybody. Welcome to our new community, Twitch. Welcome to everyone. I'm happy to be here this morning for you guys. And I mean, it would be not a morning if it didn't say happy Global Accessibility Awareness Day. Like, seriously, it's a big day for everybody, and I'm so excited to be here, and so excited to share this massive announcement with everybody.
Absolutely. We've got our Aira gear, got my Aira coffee cup. There we go. Full of Starbucks coffee, believe it or not. One of our amazing access partners among many. So with no further ado, Troy, what's our big announcement? What's this whole big deal about?
So, gosh, we've been thinking about this for, well, a long time, maybe many, many years. Every day, I'm, as the CEO, I get the distinct pleasure of getting just emails and communication from a lot of folks, and many of folks always asking about different things that Aira could, should, would do. There's a lot of people inspired by Aira. But today it's Global Accessibility Day. So you might guess at what we're going to talk about, but today we're announcing our general plans to expand service into countries and locations outside of the ones we service. Like, up till today, and then I guess currently today, if you're not in one of the 5 countries that we support, you can't sign up for a paid service. There may be ways for you to sign up for free service. I think some people know that, but it's not like supported. And so today we're announcing that we are going to be expanding into new areas and regions, and I'll just stop there. I think that's exciting for folks for Aira to come to their country.
Absolutely.
That is huge. That is massive. So I don't even know where to begin with that. So
I was going to say, we're taking a moment to pause here for the sheer impact of that.
So this whole thing is called Aira Global. And how this will work is it will be a progressive rollout. So today we're starting with after this thing is over, a form that will go up on a website, aira.io/global. When you get to that form, you're going to get asked a few questions, primarily what country are you in, what's your email address, what's your name, and then, of course, are you using an iPhone or Android? A few other questions that we're asking. Now, what we're going to do with this information is we're going to put you into what we call the rollout list for each country. Now, I'll go over a few things here about this. This is primarily for right now only English speaking. We call it Aira Global because eventually we will do other languages, but right now we are only looking at a rollout in, I would say, Q3 for English speaking. It will be anywhere. So you name it. You
International Space Station, Ryan? That would be incredible.
Yeah, really. you will eventually be able to sign up for a plan. I won't say you can, because you won't be able to by filling out this form. So filling out this form does not constitute getting an IRA account. It just shows your interest. And
What it will do, though, Ryan, is get you in line to be among the first people in your area to sign up for a plan.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that's going to be kind of an advanced feature of signing up and giving us your information on this form, is getting access to the early rollout in your area.
Mhm. And I think the other thing we're asking, so you know, when you have this form, maybe you're in one of our countries that we're already serving. Maybe you're on today. You just wanted to hear what we're talking about. You might have friends outside the U.S. You could forward that form. I mean, the more we know about who wants IRA in what country will give us the best option to prioritize, you know, the countries that are most, you know, desiring of IRA. So we're asking and if you're in if you're in a potential country, like you're here today because you think or you want IRA in your country, like the more people you get to fill out the interest form, even if they don't know about IRA, even if they're not maybe planning to use IRA, just knowing that there's folks out there that might be interested kind of helps us size the market.
Absolutely. And Troy, for those people who may not know, who have tuned in because of all the media, Aira is a visual interpreting service, which means that we provide you through our free smartphone app for iOS and Android. We provide you with access to trained visual interpreters to help get you that information that you need.
That's right. And yeah, just to add to it, I mean, sometimes it almost takes usage sometimes for folks to understand. I mean, in some ways it's a very simple concept and it works for almost any task, but the key point is those visual interpreters are trained and they're getting a lot of information. They're getting the video feed off the back of your camera so you can point and shoot, you know, any kind of information. I'm sitting in my living room. I could have Ira streaming the video of my living room, and I could pan it around, and I could even point it at my dog. I happen to have about a 12-year-old dog. It's named Cooper, and it's a dachshund. So they're just fun to look at. And then the agent could describe Cooper. That's obviously a very trivial use case. But you know, anything from I dropped a credit card on the ground, I need to find it. I need to find a thermostat. I'm traveling. I'm in a hotel. I mean, Janine and Ryan, you use the service. You can go on about all the use cases.
Oh my goodness, yes.
But
traveling
it's
through airports, yeah.
When it's team viewer tasks, if you have anything you want done on the computer, and I want to go back to something that Troy said earlier. So, you people in countries that we currently serve right now, one question that we have on this form that we would like, and now this is, I want to kind of go through how this is going to work because I know we're going to get asked it, is we're asking for that person to put on the form who told them about Aira. Now, if you did, they need to put your name on the form, and once we roll out in their area, so you won't get it right away, but once we roll out in their area, we will go back and get those referrals set up. So it will not be right away. It will not be just because they filled out the form. But once they sign up for a service, then you guys will get those bonuses. So if you know somebody in another country, maybe you know somebody, maybe you are in the UK and you know somebody in, well, Southern Ireland.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Republic of Ireland. I know you guys have been waiting.
You guys have been waiting. I know Germany. Maybe you're in Germany. Maybe
the Netherlands.
you know,
I know you all have been waiting out
so
there
many
as
times
well. France
when is
also.
Aira coming to my country? If you're an English-speaking person, we are going to be coming to your country very, very soon. So how will you know? When you sign up for this form and you give us your email address, we will keep you updated in your email with when your rollout time will be. It will not everybody will be starting at once. There will be emails that go out for different people in different for I won't say different people, but different countries, different different places. You'll get when you will be able to access the service, and then you'll be able to access on the days that you get in the email address. So once you fill out the form, stay tuned. We will be in contact with you very soon.
Right. And Troy, I'm going to ask you a couple questions that I know people are going to want to know about. And the first question is, so how are we going to handle all this new service? Are we hiring agents? And if so, are we hiring in them all across the world? Or how is this going to work?
Yeah. Well, maybe part and parcel of why we're starting with an interest form and not just opening it wide up is we need some assessment of demand, because at Aira, like one of our key attributes is, and we're an on-demand service. We look and we measure our what we call pickup time, and our target pickup time is around 10 seconds, meaning that the majority of folks are answered within 10 seconds. No one wants to wait around for an agent. They have things they want to do. Aira's about independence, and independence is about being able to do things on your own terms, which is a great slogan that our users have come up with years ago. In fact, you guys, I don't know if you can see my video feed, but I'm wearing an Aira t-shirt today. But on the back is the hashtag on my own terms.
Yes.
We've seen that, but yeah, pickup time is so critical. And behind the scenes, we use a lot of technology and, just a lot of focus on staffing. And demand is already rising with Aira, like, ever since we've launched, every month, every year, we have more users, more calls. And so staffing adequately for every hour of the day and already serving the whole globe. I mean, let's even though we're announcing Global Accessibility Day here, that we're expanding, it was, I think, 2 years ago, maybe longer, we expanded, outside of the US time zone. So we have to think about staffing. We're already experienced at staffing on from a global perspective, but this is just going to simply add to that. So long story short, we're going to be very careful about this rollout to make sure we don't impact existing SLA. And I should also say, by the way, we're almost always hiring agents, and we happen to be hiring and training agents right now as we're growing just in the regions we have. So to conclude, we're going to look at these interest forms. We're going to assess demand. We're going to control the expansion so that we don't, generate too much demand that causes our SLA to drop. And we're hiring more agents anyway. So that's something where you could tell a lot. There's even more thinking behind this, but
there's a lot of thinking behind this.
I just want everyone to know this is something we're going to be very careful with, and we are going to measure as we go and make sure we don't affect SLA.
I'm going to give a shout out real quick on a message that we got from Gretchen, who says, "Thank you for making this global. Looking forward to seeing what Aira does in the future."
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gretchen. And that website again, Ryan, when we are finished here, and probably look for it around 11 a.m., you'll see some messages. That's 11 a.m. Eastern time here in the US. You'll see some messages on our social media. And that website is?
It'll be aira.io/global.
And the link will be in our social media. If you want to use that link,
you'll see
that. You will. Yeah. So everyone, thank you so much. And we know that there are many, many events today on Global Accessibility Awareness Day. We're just happy to help you kick it off with Aira Global. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful Global Accessibility Awareness Day 2021.